Most of the time I don't say I called this or that, even if I predict something right, which I guess I kind of do kind of often. But this is actually really interesting because last week, or like within the last week, last few days, to be honest, JP put the Awakening medals in the Baba shop. And I said, hey, within a month, month and a half maximum, Global will have them. They'll have them sooner than later. And Global has that now. So here's a couple of things. Global just got a couple of things. They got the Extreme Intelligence banner, or the Mono Intelligence banner, which was honestly a given because they dropped Kid Buu so early that meant that this was going to come. So I don't know if that means Gogeta's next, but I highly doubt it. They're just dropping this banner now. Goku is probably next for real this time. But that meant that this was coming next. And there's a surprise character in there. Because here's the significance of this. There was a very, very, very real chance that this banner did not have Gohan on it. There was a very real chance, I want to repeat, that it did not have Gohan on it. You may be saying to yourself, oh, why wouldn't it have Gohan? Because JP's had it. Well, no, because Global did something interesting. Global decided that they were not going to allow Gohan to come back until you were able to acquire medals normally, right? So pretty much this is what happens. In hindsight, the banner that Gohan was originally on during that celebration was kind of like a sneak peek for Gohan. If you want to consider this as official release, you can technically, because he's now on this type of banner that you can actually pull him from naturally without having to be relegated to pull for tickets and then all that other stuff and random number of tickets, random number of medals. Of course, his drop rate's still going to be incredibly bad on this. I'm just going to put that out there. But still, he is available now here, which means that he's going to be available in all those other Rebirth banners now, like the other guys. So keep that in mind. LR Gohan is a thing in Global now that you can just acquire naturally. He is on that banner, and like I said, they pretty much held him back until they were able to release the medals at all times in the Baba shop. And if you look here, this is the notice for that. New items were added to the Baba shop. I'm actually interested to see if they have a notice for Dokkan Battlefield, because in my video talking about this on JP the other day, I said RIP Battlefield, but apparently some people took that way too seriously. And once again, that was not the intention. It's not me saying Battlefield is done. They didn't waste all that money developing that mode just to never use it again or never implement it. Global should still get it eventually. It's just JP says in their notice that they are still working on Battlefield. It's just on the back burner. It's not a priority. Ultimate Clash medals are now available. Collect incredible gems from quest stages to exchange the medals. So they have no notice of Battlefield in here because, in all honesty, I know that it's a little different due to YouTube and the internet, Reddit, etc. But they're looking at it as global players have no idea what Battlefield is, which a lot of them don't, to be fair. But still, if you play both versions, you know what it is, and they have no notice of it. So it should still come eventually. I'm going to hold true to that. But what this also means is that they should be unlocking the other awakenings for the other cards that do have Clash Medal awakenings. There's a Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. There's a couple other cards here. Clash medals. Well, hold on. I can't spell right now. There we go. Clash medals. There's a few other guys that awaken. None of them are particularly that good, but the one thing that's really interesting is Hercule's not here. Not Hercule, excuse me, Ginyu, not available on Global right now. So I don't know what they're doing with that. That means that they have to bring Battlefield because you literally cannot get Ginyu. But to be fair, there are units that you can only get on JP that have never come to Global, and there's actually a couple units new to Global, like Kaioken Goku, for example, that never came to JPs, or who knows what they're going to do. This Vegeta is really solid post-awakening. Nova Shenron gets better. This guy is actually free to play, very solid free to play unit. Intelligence 13 is a really good unit, but he doesn't really change. He gets a lot better. The Goku honestly gets marginally better because he's a flat passive. And they recently showed that they don't mind changing flat boosts to percentage boosts with their rebirths, but they didn't do it for this guy because he's so old, I guess. So that means these guys should be awakening soon, the ones that are available, excluding Ginyu, unless they decide to put Ginyu in the Baba shop for Incredible Gems too. Now, it requires 30 Incredible Gems per Clash medal, so keep that in mind if you're on Global, and you can get a maximum of 35. So that tells us, like I said, that they're going to be unlocking these because each one of these requires 7 medals. So Gohan would need 7, he'd need 7, he'd need 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. So 7, 14, 28. You actually can't even awaken all of them, but you can awaken a nice chunk of them. You can awaken most of them. So keep that in mind when you are using those. If you have all these units, maybe you want to hold on to them. If you guys want me to do a video breaking down all these units, I've kind of done it maybe in the past, but about like 8 months ago probably. But if you guys want me to do it, like kind of like a refresh one, breaking down these units and then like saying which ones are the best, etc., etc. Let's hit a like goal of 1,200 likes on this video. Shouldn't be too hard. I've got almost 100,000 subscribers here. But anyways, if you're new, please consider subscribing for more content. And yeah, guys, happy Gohan Day. Good luck pulling if you don't have Gohan. And actually, if you did have Gohan and you were stuck with one less medal, because a lot of people were saying that, congratulations, you can finally awaken your Gohan. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.